In this video, we are going to see how we can create multi-node deployment of Wazuh. As you can see, I have created this deployment on multi-node. Uh, in that, we have two managers. One is acting as a master and one is acting as a worker, and three indexer node, which is our database. And we are only using one node for our dashboard. If you remember, we have already done the single node deployment in which we have deployed one manager, one indexer, and one dashboard. And if you are new to channel, in the last video we have done that. Okay, so let's come to today video. What we are doing, we are going to achieve this. We are going to make one dashboard, three indexer, and two manager node. One will act as a worker and one will act as a manager. For that, we are going to use this particular documentation of Wazuh. That's the single node deployment, and that is our multi-node deployment. That's we are going to use. I've already created this. Let me to delete this and we will continue from scratch. Okay, now we are ready. We have removed the deployment. If we check docker ps, there's no container, and if we check the images, there are there are no images. There are some prerequisites for this working tutorial. You have at least of 6 GB memory instance. I am using the T3A large for better performance. So here we can start. Clone this repository. It is a public repository, so you don't need any kind of creds to download it. Once it gets cloned, you have to go inside it. It's Wazuh Docker, and Docker with dockercompose should be installed under it. We have already seen how we can install the Docker and dockercompose in the previous video. So here we have to go into multi-node, and if you do ls into multi-node, what you will find there is a dockercompose file which will help us to control all the containers, and there is generate indexer certs. Before doing anything, we have to generate the certs. Let's open this file, and what is documentation is saying, we have to add this particular things in this file. Go to insert mode. Yeah, just below the volumes, and it is a YAML file. We have to take care of the syntaxes, and that's look perfect. Once get saved, it will look like that, same what we have done, and we have to run this particular command to generate these certs. What this particular command is doing, it's creating the certs and making it stored in the indexer, like this for the indexer, this for the manager, and that's for the dashboard. Same way it will go under that. So we are ready with the our certificate part. We can go and we can run the dockercompose. If we want to run the dockercompose in the foreground or in the background, we have different commands. It's better to run this in the background. It start pulling the images and will create the docker container for Wazuh. While it's pulling the images and run the container, we explore some things on that. What's after that? Here you can we have made the docker container from using this repo, and this repo is calling the images from the public images of the Wazuh. We can do or we can create our own images and make some changes. Here is the link here, and we have to just clone this particular repo. When we clone this, it's have the Docker files uh, which have the code like for indexer, for dashboard, for manager, and we will through dockercompose we will build that, and we will have that particular images. And what is saying for version 3 or above, run the image creation script. You can, if your version is 4.3 and above, you can use this particular script. And what is saying that here, like someone in the comments section asked me how we can change the password. I think, yeah, admin password. If you are using the images part, you are here, you will find how you can change the password of the user. You have to run this command and have to enter the new password. And if you are running on bare metal or VM, there is a script you will find in this documentation only for that. We will look for that after that. Here we can take more comment of people till it's getting deployed. Okay, secure dashboard page of Wazuh. uh, when we open the Wazuh page, it show us like that this page is insecure. That's just because we have our own signed certificate. If we have a signed certificate from authorized authorities which browser approve, it will not show then. uh, I think it will make cost if I have to purchase this certificate, so currently I can't try that. Thanks for your feedback. Yep, it's you can change, but Wazuh works only on 443. If we try to change it, it will create problem for us because it should be run on HTTPS only. If you try to run it on 80 port 80, it will not, API will not work. Okay, yeah, how to change default admin password. In the images we have seen, I will share the link of Linux script which you can change, through which you can change your password. Actually, this one question it's not coming up. There is a command like sudo systemctl enable and service name. When you run the particular command, like you have to run the sudo systemctl enable Wazuh dashboard, then your application will automatically came up. And I gave public IP to Wazuh server. How to configure local window agent? Can you please tell me? Okay. Uh, if you are saying that I gave public IP, when you give public IP, it is reachable from your Windows server, your Linux server, and all the machines. And if you go through the official documentation, there is a process given how we can configure the Wazuh agent on Windows. Actually, there is a problem with the sharing code. Someone is asking for the code because sometime I will look for that how we can close it. So wait. Okay, we have taken the question as much as possible. Now we are ready with. Now you can see containers are created. Wazuh dashboard is there. Wazuh indexer is there. Manager, two manager is there, and three indexer are there. Okay, that's they are the image that have pulled, which we have seen. We can create our own images, and we are at here. If you see that security, okay, that's are all the port. When you create your OR images, you have to keep as these are the API port. When you want to hit the API of the particular component, you have to use that particular port. Now we are here, we have done with the deployment. We copy the HTTP. Yes. Okay. That's it is showing as insecure, because here you can check certificates are not valid because they are our own signed certificates. Here the issue to Wazuh dashboard, organization is Wazuh, and issued by, there is a no name. Here you require the name of some organization which is authorized and approved to the browsers, and there is a list of authorities who provide the certificate. If you use that particular certificate, that this error will go on. Okay, that's the validity time. Now here we know this is our certificate, they are safe, we can proceed. If we go back here, because to login into it we need password. That one. We have admin as a username and secret password as an password. Wait for it while it gets load. After this video, I'm going to upload the video how we can run the Wazuhs on Kubernetes, as to control the Docker container environment properly. We have to move to Kubernetes, because once we scaled, we have to increase the number of our master or worker node, and we also have to increase the number of our indexers. Okay, we will see how we can create the whole circuits through all things through Kubernetes. So we are ready with it. We can add the agent. There is a process is given here in the last, I think. Okay. Now most of the modules are covered, only active response is pending, and there is one application of Wazuh. Its integration with the CloudTrail, the best use case I found of Wazuh with AWS. If you want to make me do videos for CloudTrail integration with Wazuh and active response, please comment. If you have sufficient amount of comment on that, we will make video on that. For till now, thank you for watching the video. We'll see you in the Kubernetes video, Kubernetes installation on Wazuh installation on Kubernetes.